After listening to Albertosaurus Mystery, you are going to complete Lesson 17 Skill Review. In the box, we have the list of the vocabulary words. First, you'll need to put those in alphabetical order in the box that's in the top right corner. And then you'll need to choose 3 vocab words and write a nice 7-up sentence. Make sure your sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a period. For the spelling sort, going down the page, it says sort the words based on their endings. So for the first box, you are looking for the J sound that's spelled with a J. The second box, you're looking for the J sound that is spelled with a G. The third box, you're looking for the S sound that's spelled with a S sound. And then the last box, you're looking for the S sound that's spelled with a C. So each of those words that's in the word bank will have a place where they need to go. For the last part of this section on this page, the directions say, color each egg using the chart. The chart is in the bottom right corner of this page, and it says, if the word says S that's spelled with an S, we're going to color that egg in red. If the word says S and it's spelled with a C, we are going to color it in blue. If the word says J and it's spelled with a J, we're coloring it in green. And then lastly, if the word says J, it's spelled with a G, you are going to color that in yellow. Sounds very similar to the word sort. So each egg is going to be colored a different color. Story skill, drawing conclusions. Read the paragraph below and answer the question by drawing a conclusion. Circle all the clue words that helped you figure out the riddle. Let's read this riddle together. June throws on a tank top and laces up her tennis shoes. She applies some sunscreen. After grabbing a bottle of water, she clips the leash on her excited dog. What do you think June is doing? And how do you know? So in those blanks, you're going to answer those 2 questions. What do you think June is doing? And how do you know? So that's the first step. You're answering those questions. And then after that, you are going to circle all the clue words that helped you to figure out the riddle. Let's look at articles first. Articles are a part of speech. Just like a noun is a part of speech, a verb is a part of speech, an adjective is a part of speech, pronouns are a part of speech, articles is another part of speech. The 2 articles that we will be talking about today are the words a and an. We need to be able to decide when to use these words. A. We use a before a word that starts with a consonant. And we use an before a word that starts with a vowel. Pretty simple enough. Do you remember what a vowel is? A, E, I, O, and U are vowels. And all the other letters in the alphabet are consonants. Good job. Let's look at these 2 sentences and see if we can figure out if we need to use a or an in the sentence. I see a car coming this way. I see and car coming this way. We can kind of tell which one we need to use by just saying the sentence out loud. But if you remember, the word after it, we need to look at the word after it and see if it starts with a consonant or a vowel. Car starts with a consonant. So that means, which one are we using, A or an? We are using A. So I'm just going to go ahead and circle it. I see a car coming this way. What about this one? I ate a apple for a snack. I ate an apple for a snack. Let's look at the word after it, and it begins with a vowel. So what does that mean? It means we are going to use the word and before it. Adjectives that compare. So when we're looking at a sentence and they are comparing two things, we use the ending ER. But when we are comparing more than two things, we use the ending EST. Let's look at a couple examples. Johnny ran faster than Mark. Johnny ran fastest than Mark. Well, we need to count how many things we are comparing to choose the right answer. How many things are we comparing? 2. We are comparing Johnny and Mark. We want to know who runs faster. So since we are only comparing two things, two people, it's faster. And that just sounds way better too, right? Johnny ran faster than Mark. What about this sentence? The taller student in the school is Ruth, or the tallest student in the school is Ruth. Well, let's go back to that step. How many things are we comparing? We are comparing all the students in the school. So we are definitely comparing more than two. So the ending needs to have EST. So my answer is tallest. The tallest student in the school is Ruth. And then in the last section it says, break apart the words below and create a sentence using them. So it gives us the words with the suffix ly. Remember, a suffix are letters that come at the end of the word and change the meaning of it. So the suffix ly means in a certain way. What you need to do is find the base word for the word it gives you and then use it in a sentence. For example, what is the base word in gently? The base word is gentle. So then you would use the word gentle in a nice 7-up sentence.